Most people believe trading instinct is magic. That it's some natural-born gift, some sixth sense you either have or you don't. But here's the truth. Top traders build their instincts the same way athletes build reflexes, through deliberate, structured training. And strangely enough, some of the most powerful instinct training happens when they're not even looking at charts. First, they break away from the myth that more screen time equals better skill. Endless hours staring at live price movement often just burns patterns of fear, doubt, and impatience into the brain. Smart traders know that intuition isn't created by reacting faster, it's created by thinking slower, away from the chaos. They train instincts the same way a chess grandmaster trains, studying frozen positions, not chasing live moves. They build a library of snapshots, screenshots of trade setups, market structures, key price zones, and they study them when the market is closed. No flashing candles. No ticking seconds. Just a still image and a simple question. If I was standing here, with only this information, what would be the highest probability decision? This slow-motion review rewires their brains to recognize setups automatically when the chaos is real. They're not just memorizing patterns. They're embedding principles into instinct. Mental rehearsal plays another crucial role. Before the market even breathes for the day, top traders close their eyes and walk through possible futures. What will I do if price gaps against me? How will I react if volume dries up mid-trade? What's my plan if the perfect setup forms, but at the wrong time of day? This mental scripting reduces emotional surprise. When the unexpected happens, it doesn't feel unexpected anymore. Their mind has already rehearsed the answer. The result? Calm, almost automatic action. Controlled exposure to randomness sharpens instinct even further. It sounds strange, but elite traders sometimes practice with random outcomes. Simulated trades with random win-loss results, even when their strategy says they should have won. It feels brutal. It burns away the emotional addiction to being right. They train to judge the quality of their decision, not the short-term outcome. Because in real trading, good trades can still lose money, and bad trades can still luck into wins. Instinct rooted in outcome chasing is fragile. Instinct rooted in decision quality is unbreakable. Another hidden piece: emotional mapping. Top traders don't pretend emotions don't exist. They feel everything: the rush, the fear, the greed. But they train themselves to observe emotions without being ruled by them. They journal how they feel before trades, after wins, after losses. They recognize emotional patterns. Every time I force a second trade after a win, I lose discipline. Every time I hesitate after 2 losses, I miss the best setups. By mapping these emotional cycles, they catch themselves in real time. They learn to feel an emotion rising, and choose not to act on it. One more thing that seems completely counterintuitive: they deliberately disconnect from trading. Top traders don't watch every tick. They don't check every session. They take full days, even weeks, away from the screen. Because true instinct needs space. When you stare at the market too long, every movement feels important. When you step away, you realize, most movements mean nothing. And when you return, you can feel the real rhythms, the real pressure points, with far greater clarity. Instinct, at its core, is pattern recognition without conscious thought. But if your brain is flooded with noise, anxiety, and second-guessing, it can't recognize anything clearly. That's why the best training happens when the noise is silent, studying still charts, rehearsing mentally, exposing yourself to randomness, mapping emotions, and stepping away completely. So when you see a top trader act on a setup without hesitation, it's not magic. It's not guessing. It's the result of hundreds of invisible hours spent wiring their instincts to recognize the right move, calmly, cleanly, almost automatically. Trading is an arena of uncertainty. Building instinct is how smart traders become dangerous in that arena, not because they predict perfectly, but because they adapt instantly, without emotion clouding their judgment. Instinct isn't built by watching more. It's built by understanding more, and sometimes, understanding happens best when the screen is dark, and the mind is quiet.